Hallöchen Kinders, my name is Lina and welcome to a new video. Today I want to talk about my art and business goals for 2024, and maybe you guys want to follow along, grab yourself a pen and paper and write down what your goals are for next year. And while we are talking about that, I dusted off my brushes and colors and I'm gonna work on a traditional artwork on the side today. Before we are getting into it today, we are going to prime my piece of wood because I would like to draw on that. And we're just gonna take some white color because I ran out of gesso. I'm just gonna do a really thin layer first, let it quickly dry, and then we're gonna do a second layer so it gets a little bit more even, and then we can start drawing. So I got my primer on. It's still a tiny bit sticky, but I don't want to wait any longer, so we're gonna start sketching out my artwork, and we are gonna draw this little guy. I don't know, I really have a thing for clowns lately. I draw them a lot and I think this one is really cute. So this is what we are gonna try to translate into this big artwork. Okay, and while past Lina is drawing in the background, present Lina is gonna talk to you about my personal art and business goals for 2024. And I would like to start out with the business goals first. I have make fashion in 2024, attend more conventions, double my revenue, a pin club, Bonbon Discord, be more organized, more YouTube, and backpacks and wallets. Let's quickly go through everything. First off, I really want to start trying to get into fashion, making t-shirts, hoodies and sweatpants. I kind of want to start this process very slow though, as I don't have any knowledge on fashion production. So for now, I will start working with a German business first, who will help me to make fashion with cute embroidery designs. I actually like how this turned out somewhat. I think this is gonna look really cute. I hope I'm not gonna fuck up the colors. Let's start actually coloring. Next up is attending more conventions. My first convention with Bonbon was at the end of 2022, and then I did 3 conventions in the year of 23. I didn't want to do too many conventions because I had to figure out the logistics and how to make a profit. I also only focused on bigger, well-known German conventions, but I would like to kind of expand on this in 2024 and also attend conventions outside of Germany, but still mainly focus on Europe. Overseas conventions are simply just not possible for me at the moment. My first planned convention is actually the J-PopCon in Copenhagen in February. Then we got doubling my revenue. I made a super huge jump in my business from 2022 to 2023. I was also able to hire 3 people in 23 and another person is joining my team in January of 2024. So it's been a very chaotic year and I can honestly say it was kind of hard to keep up with the demand. For 2024, I want to focus on having more items available in stock. I also want to make better decisions in reaching my target demographics and focus my energy on the right leads instead of pumping out content all day without a clear direction or plan. And I hope while doing that these things will actually help generate a higher revenue for 2024. Then we got the pin club, and this one I'm already working on. You will hear more about my Bonbon pin club, what it is and how to join in the next studio vlog. And then we also have the Bonbon Discord, and the same as with the pin club, I've already started working on it and I will talk about it in the next studio vlog. Next up is being more organized in 2024. And I really want to get better at being organized, and I mean both physically and mentally. I want to renovate my office and make sure it's more suited to my business needs. I want to have things that I need on a day-to-day basis in reach of me and items that I don't use often stored away properly. And for being organized mentally, I mean that I just need to learn how to utilize software that can help me make my work easier. I'm talking about Excel or Google Calendars, spreadsheets, and so on. I think a lot of people, and especially artists, have a very chaotic lifestyle. We kind of do what we want when we want. We create when we feel inspired. And I often also hear online the phrase of, you can't force creativity. But sadly, my business doesn't really care about my creativity, and a lot of things have to get done at certain times to make sure that I meet my deadlines. So this is a really important point for me. I definitely want to work on, because right now I feel the only calendar or spreadsheet I use is my brain. And that dusty little underdeveloped thing has too much going on already to also remember my big business plans. So I definitely want to make sure to be more organized in 2024. Then we also got more YouTube. And I don't know if this should be in my business goals or in my art goals, but YouTube has been something I really enjoyed doing this year, and I want to make it a big part of my 2024. I want to take you guys with me on conventions and make educational videos on how to run a business, and continue to show you the up and downs of being a small business owner, and basically just grow a small community of people who enjoy watching my content. I really want to make sure to prioritize YouTube in 2024 and actually keep up a schedule. It was honestly not possible in the past couple of weeks due to my broken leg. And I know a lot of you have understanding for it, but it's still super frustrating for me that I can't make the content I want to. So for 2024, I will film a lot more and hopefully also buy a new camera to improve my video quality. And last but not least, backpacks and wallets. Yes, I finally want to release my backpacks and wallets. This is something that I don't want to talk about super much right now, but I put it in here because people are asking about them all the time. And I wanted to make sure that you guys know that yes, I haven't forgotten about them. They are a priority for this year, and they will definitely be coming. Okay, this was a lot already. Kudos to you if you're still watching and listening. But these were all of my business goals, and I quickly also want to touch on my personal art goals. And we have draw more traditional art again, make artwork to hang in my office, draw at least one big artwork, and journaling. So first we have draw more traditional artworks. I have mentioned this from time to time, but before starting the Bun Bun shop, I was mostly a traditional artist. I think there was maybe a year or two of a transition phase where I both drew traditionally and digitally, but then I made a full switch to digital art for my business. These days, I barely ever draw traditional anymore. I think the only artworks I did with traditional mediums in 2023 are the artwork you see me working on right here, and then my 100 buns artworks I did in December, and that's it. For someone who has drawn the majority of her life traditionally, this just doesn't feel like a lot, and I really would like to change that and go back to drawing more traditional art for myself. Next one is make artworks to hang in my office. And I know this one might be silly, but I've never really hung my own art before. I see other people do it and I think it's super cute, but I really never drawn anything with the intention that I want to hang it in my own space. So we are definitely changing it right now, because the artwork you see me working on is actually the first artwork I will hang in my office in the new year. And then we got draw at least one big artwork. And this is one thing I've had on my list of art goals for many, many years. I don't know why. I just have a hard time visualizing art on a big canvas. I like big artworks. I think they look so beautiful, but I have a really, really hard time to working on one myself. And this is just something I want to overcome for myself so I can have a beautiful big artwork, hopefully in my office. And lastly, we got journaling. Also, this one is just a personal one for myself. I don't think you guys will ever see it, but I always wanted to try journaling. I always see other people being super creative with journaling, and I wanted to try it. And these are all my goals for the new year. I honestly think most of them are very much achievable. There's one or two where I think like, oh, let's see if that works out. But overall, I think most of them can be done. I would be super interested to hear what your guys' art goals are, business goals, personal goals. I honestly always think it's super interesting to see what people are working towards, and I would be super happy if you guys want to share with me. And I think I'm done. I'm so happy how this little dude turned out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a good start into 2024. And I hope I see you again for the next video. Bye bye.